Pro Realtor tip time. The holiday weekend has taught us one thing that is a pro realtor tip. Never, ever, ever schedule your closing the Friday before a holiday weekend, the Tuesday after a holiday weekend. Don't do it. And here's why. The Friday before, there's a lot of people that are involved in this transaction. The realtor, that's me, at that point I have the least involvement in the transaction, and I'm the most available. The second person that's involved in the transaction is the attorney. And sometimes they're available, and sometimes they're not. And then there's the title company, and sometimes they're available, and sometimes they're not. And then there's the lender, or the bank itself, the back office of the bank. And most of the time, they're unavailable. They go home at 12 o'clock on a holiday weekend. They get back on Tuesday morning, and they're still sifting through a bunch of paperwork. They're still thinking about the beach and the hot dogs and, all the fun they had and the concerts they went to and the fireworks and everything else. And so by the time they get their head right, it's noontime. And you're sitting there hoping that your closing docs are going to come by and the money's going to be ready. And then it's now 3 or 4 o'clock and you realize, well, maybe the bank officer really isn't available today and it's too late. And then the title company's sitting there and the attorney's sitting there and you're sitting there. And guess what? Your stuff is still sitting in storage. Don't let it happen to you. Pro Realtor tip, never, ever, ever schedule a closing on the Friday before or the Tuesday after a long weekend.